Hey, good morning, guys. First of all, thanks for the ongoing support. I'm now up to 8 subscribers, which is it's brilliant. So thanks to each and every one of you guys. Today I've got a Rolex Date Date 40 with Eisenkiesel dial and baguette markers. This is a pretty shiny, blingy, ostentatious piece. I've been borrowed this for the last week or so by someone near and dear. They gave it to me, and it's basically a brand new watch. They got it about 6 to 9 months ago. It's barely been worn, but it's lovely, and I don't understand why. I've worn this for the last week, only around the house, if I'm honest. I've not had the guts really to wear this out in the wild. Largely, it's not my watch, but secondly, look at it. It's a big chunk of rose gold or everose gold. It's really stunning. The subtlety on the dial is terrific. You don't really notice the pattern and how special it actually is. So every piece is a piece unique, if you like. It's a bit of stone inside the dial, but it's you don't really notice it in this light. I mean, it sort of flickers between black and sort of brown if it's in direct sunlight. The baguette markers as well are quite subtle. They catch the light. They're a lot brighter, as you can even see in this light, than normal white gold markers would be, or in comparison to the polished hands in all light. It sort of stands out, as you can sort of see in direct light there, where the hands are in everose. They stand out, and then they sort of vanish into the dial, if you like, because of the polishing. But yeah, it's a beautiful piece. Wears beautifully comfortable on my wrist, I must admit. I like my watches a little bit bigger, so this came with a bit of space in the watch, and I kind of like my watch to slide around. People hate it, and I've read some sort of really negative comments about how people don't like watches moving about. But for me personally, I like to be reminded that I'm wearing a watch, and I like the movement on my wrist. I like it coming over my bone on my wrist. I like it sort of rolling up. I like the spin, as long as it doesn't spin completely round like 360. I don't. That's too loose. I draw the line at that point. But very comfortable. Wears smaller than most Rolex 40 millimeters, and yeah, I've tried on the 36. I like the 36. I've tried on them all, actually, white gold platinum. I've tried on all the different day dates, and this actually in everose, I'm not really an everose type of guy, but in this rose gold, it actually, I feel, wears a little bit smaller than the yellow. I think the yellow is a little bit brighter, a little bit bolder, and it sort of just pops a little bit more, which makes it sort of just feel a little bit bigger on the wrist. It's all mental in my head, I dare say, but with this one at least, it's yeah, it wears a little bit smaller than I sort of anticipated. Looking at the Rolex site this morning, there's, I think, 10 different colours for every, or dial sort of variants rather, for the different colours, metals. So whether it's these are only available in precious metal. You guys all know this, but yeah, you can get a flavour or a preference pretty much in every which direction. The notable ones obviously are the stone dials for the day dates. So this one being Eisenkiesel, there's the yellow in onyx, there's the white gold and meteorite, and then obviously platinum only comes in baby blue or ice blue. Not a massive fan of that one, but you know, it is what it is. People love it, and that's the whole thing. You can get whatever preference you like. I did get hands on a couple of weeks ago with a day date with a meteorite dial. That kind of rocked my world a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, but I kind of feel that the day date is a coloured metal watch. It's a rose or yellow. My personal favourite is the classic champagne dial baguette marker. I tried that on a couple of years ago and hoped to get one for my 40th a couple of years ago, and had interest in it and whatnot, and then my business took a bit of a downturn, unfortunately. So at that stage, I decided to just hold off. My wife as well was sweet with it. She sort of just talked me out of it gently. because as a watch enthusiast, or certainly as a Rolex enthusiast, you kind of get that lust for a new piece and you kind of sort of drive towards it. Anyway, she talked me out of it and said that I should wait till my 50th, which I think I will. I've got 9 more years to wait for it, and it will probably be twice the price the way that Rolex put their prices up, but I think I will wait for it. This thing is really cool, and it's given me an appreciation more of rose gold, if I'm honest. It's really comfortable. We're smaller than the other 40mm Rolexes, partly because the case is quite thin on it. It's not really too curved. The case profile isn't that curved. It's actually quite a straight edge, and it's similar to a Submariner, but there's no real sharp edges around it like the Sub or the GMT Master, which has a tendency, especially in precious metal, to dig. For me, at least, when it's rolling around. It doesn't have a squared off bezel, so the bezel's directed in towards the crystal, and that sort of makes it feel and wear a little bit smaller. But yeah, if as I said, there's hundreds of, between, if you actually turn around and you had the diamond bezel, the different dials options, the different metal options, you can get diamonds on the bracelet. You're literally, there's probably at least 100 options in Day Date now that you could pick from the catalogue. What would your preference be? What would you be into? I'm always interested, and that's the awesome thing about this hobby, is that everyone has a different taste and preference. For instance, if it was my money going on this, it wouldn't have been in this combination. But after wearing it, I appreciate it. I love it. I actually love it. I don't discriminate against watches. There's not many watches that I don't love, if I'm totally honest. But this one, it's really cool. It's a really aspirational, classic piece, quintessential Rolex. It's the sort of thing that I definitely could daily, if I'm totally honest. If it was my watch, I'd probably wear this most of the time. It's really comfortable. It's really legible. It's just classic. Everyone knows it. It's like the oyster bracelet. You spot an oyster bracelet across a room, you know what it is. And I think this bracelet has a similar type feel about it. But if you had the money in the sort of £40,000 sort of range, what would you buy one watch? Would it be a Day Date? Would it be something else? Gives me an insight into the type of watch collector you are as well, in the comments. But yeah, tell me your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Would you go for the yellow gold onyx or the white gold meteorite, or I don't know, some of the new ombre dials, whether it's blue or green or slate? Tell me what you think. But thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. My chores were done yesterday. My wife's out right now, which is great. I had a little bit of time. I'm going to have a day in the Edinburgh Festival today. But tell me what you think of this thing. Tell me what you're up to over the weekend. All the best to you guys, and thanks for the subscriptions, and look forward to engaging in the comments. All the best, guys. Bye now.